Bucks get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Do it! Do it! Here we go, here we go. Ready?
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And a 49er first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 15.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Garoppolo. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It leads to second.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Breeze calling a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Robbie Gould.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Right now, right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
These two teams, the Saints and Niners, they played maybe the game of the year in the NFL in 2019. Had 94 points between them. Lead changes left and right. Breeze had 5 touchdowns, 4 for Garoppolo. And you might remember the catch and stiff-arming run by George Kittle where he just refused to go down. And then in the end, it was Robbie Gould who would kick the field goal as time expired, and the Niners would win it 48-46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good for a Saints. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 10, Saints nothing.
Ready? You're waiting, you're waiting.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That one good for 33 in the 1st. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
Brings up 2nd.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal. They run. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
To George
Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to Brandon Ayuk. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
49er first down.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, 49ers.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
And 3 at the 3-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A little moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wins at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete.
one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
5-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. No good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. This to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Returning, it's Benjamin. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense first and 10.
40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of...
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Draw play. Garoppolo gives to Mostert. Down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
This a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 24, Saints 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there going to be casualties at times.
But now look at this. Big game, a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man.
Now they'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Joe Quisky-Tart. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
San Francisco.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And a tussle for him. This is going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 17-yard line.
To throw, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by Jimmy Ward. 8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd and a couple. Breeze.
The 46-yard line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Winston. Feeds this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Breeze now to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
When you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 30, 10.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert. 98 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Past the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Way to hustle, boy.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick.
They didn't get him.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a game.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they take a knee.
Garoppolo on the keeper.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
36-yard line.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The 24-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for San Francisco, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.